Is it on?
You're watching T.S. Madison TV.
My God, today is it? Whatever time it is, it's morning. It's 9 o'clock somewhere, bitch. Get in here and watch the show. All right, is we live? Is it on, honey? Is it on? Is this bitch recording? Hold on, I'm posting this shit on my Instagram right now to make sure y'all get y'all ass over here to the morning show. Right now, goddammit. We talking about entanglements this morning. It's morning. Yes, boy, yes. And we slept the night away. That song is about entanglement. And that's definitely entanglement. It happened. And now we can't turn back the hands of time. Listen, that bitch say, yes, we stolen. We stolen these moments. Mama, you ain't getting no paper plate to put on top. Thank you, mama. Baby, my mama done brought me some breakfast down here. Oh, she did. Thank you, mama. Thank you, Miss Matmo. You felt that plate come through there? Yes. You felt that plate? Oh, the food spirit just entered you. Kind of like August Jada entered. I'm going to set that right there before I hear. Entered. Yes, man. Now, y'all know I got on my toe down from the flow down wig right now, bitch, because the way this situation done went down this weekend, honey, let me tell you something. The way this shit done went down this weekend, bitch, all my wigs is entangled right now. Every wig I got upstairs is entangled. Them bitches is locked up, naps every motherfucking well. So I got on my entangled wig, my almost detangled wig. Cause these motherfuckers is entangled like a motherfucker. Now listen now, check this out. We gonna talk a lot of shit this morning. I got my girl with me this morning, Jessie Woo. Add Jessie to the screen. Good morning, Jessie.
Good morning.
Sister, listen, you know, we talk about entanglements this morning, but you know that Shirley Murdoch song, It's Morning.
It's morning.
Come on.
It happened. Ooh, come on, somebody. And Jada slipped up and fell on August.
She was like,
as we lay.
Yes. And then sister, listen. Then not only did she do that, okay? Not only did she do that, she remixed it with the Kelly Price version when she said, "My love, why can't you see how loving you is killing me, baby. I can't take it no more, no. You see, I can't be in your life, but I gotta go home and be with my wife."
We forgot about tomorrow as we leave. Jada gotta go back to Will Smith. She been riding the same dick for 25 years as we lay. Woo!
Bitch!
Tomorrow as we lay. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Come on, sister. Come on, give it to us. Come on, give us the vote. Come on.
You know, Will did do the same old thing. She got no new tricks. She done rejuvenated her pussy for August as we lay. Hallelujah. Yes, God. Hallelujah. Yes, God.
Oh, I went on I-75.
Listen.
As we lay, sister, please, as we lay this morning. As we lay. Sing to it, Jessie. Sing why, my love, why I can't.
Uh-huh,
come on.
1,000. Ooh,
Go back to the other one. Please go back to the other one. Yeah. Please go back to the other.
Yeah.
That's it. Only you knew. Ooh. Yeah. That's definitely an entanglement right there.
Yeah.
That kind of shit definitely causes entanglements.
That dick got its own area code.
That somebody say and it curves. Put Linda Oaks say and it curves. My God, today it's got a hook to it like a cat. We gonna call him Captain August. Captain August. Let me put this stuff back up here, sister. Have you ever been in an entanglement?
I was in an entanglement. I did not know it, but I was in an entanglement, and it was with a Nigerian. Was in a little entanglement. It was when I was in college. I was just getting me a little, piece, but I thought it was gonna go somewhere else, and then he got missing, and it turned out he was in a full-blown relationship. So yeah.
Well, have you ever had a situation where you've been in a situation where you was with the dude and the wife was okay with it?
Well, I actually have had a situation where it's so funny. I was talking about this on Instagram the other night. One of my homegirls, her sister's husband had approached me at a family function. So I'm at the table trying to fix my plate or whatever. I'm fixing myself some potato salad, and he come up to me. He's like, "Yeah, me and wifey been thinking about you a lot lately." And I'm like, "Oh, okay. I mean, I'm nothing's wrong with me. And y'all been praying for me. What's going on?" And like, thinking about you a lot. It's like we've been thinking about you a lot lately, and we've been acting as though you're in the bedroom with us. And I'm like, mind you, we had a family function. I'm literally putting potato salad on my plate, and this man trying to toss my salad. So it was just crazy. So I ain't gonna lie, my coochie got a little hard because I always thought he was fine. But I was like, I don't know. I thought he was like trying to cheat with on her, but trying to present it as though he wanted me to do it. So I was like, nah, fuck that. I don't know. So then I was like, damn, should I tell my homegirl? So I go and tell my homegirl. After a couple weeks, I go and tell my girl, your sister's husband, I think he's cheating on her because he came to me talking about, he want me to join in. So she went to her sister. She's like, how the fuck he coming at Jessica like that? And da-da-da-da. And so her sister like, bitch, mind your fucking business. If I want to fuck Jess, I'm going to fuck Jess. It turned out that she was really down for it. So she was like, is you gonna fuck us or not? And I was like, oh my God, by then it was just so hostile. I ain't know, my coochie wasn't wet no more. I ain't know if I want to do it anymore, but I kind of regret it. I feel like I would have really got I'd have got my rocks off. Now that I think about it, I really got my rocks off. So that was my one time of almost being in an entanglement. Yes.
Well, sister, I've practiced the dark arts for a very long time, even though I'm now walking, I'm a white lighter now. I'm walking in the light now. But I was in the dark arts, practicing the dark arts for a very long time. And I've had one successful couple situation, and I've had one attempt couple. The one attempted couple thing was my first time. I wrote about it in my upcoming book that I got coming out called The Times He Loved Me. Ooh. And I was walking the street. The wife, the gentleman only spoke Spanish. We from Miami, girl. You could be as dark as me and you, and they don't know a word of fucking English. So he was dark, and I thought that the car pulled up on me. I never forget it, girl. It was a fucking Cadillac. Broham. Girl, I mean, it pulled up on me, and they were, in the car together, and the window came down, and the first thing I see was the woman and her breast.
It was sitting up, honey. See, if I had titties, I'd do it, but I ain't got
her breasts were sitting up. So that when the window came down, her breasts were this way. So I was like, okay, here we go. Here I go turning down a date. Like, cause I'm not a dagger. I can't do it. I listen, I love the way women look. I'm very infatuated with women's beauty. I don't mind telling a woman, like, listen, when you came, I was like, bitch, you bad, you beautiful, I don't mind. I'm captivated by women's beauty, but it's just I'm not sexually aroused
by women. Okay.
By women. I mean, I can find the beauty as I find women to be extremely beautiful, but I can't function.
Yeah. The dick don't come up.
It don't come up. It don't stand, sister. It don't stand, So anyway, sister.
A cute little chat.
This was an entanglement that weirded me out. She rolled the window down, and I looked at her. I was like, no, I'm not interested. And she was like, no, I want to talk to you. And I was like, girl, like, what is it? And, she said that, honey, she wants to buy me for her husband. I was like, girl, and that was my first time. This is my first time being courted by a woman for a man. And she's like, I want to buy you for my husband. I was like, what the fuck that mean? So I looked in the car. Her husband had his shirt off or whatever, and he was fine. Oh, he was a black Cuban.
Ooh.
And, he was black. Mm-hmm. And I was like, baby, are you sure this is what you want to do? He asked her to translate what I'm saying. I said, oh.
He's like, yo quiere pinga.
I'm like, oh, no English. You no habla inglés. Okay, so when I did, I said, tú no habla inglés. She said, oh, you speak Spanish. I said, girl, enough.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Enough to know. Girl. So they wanted me to get in the car. I was like, I ain't get in the car. I said, where y'all stay? She said, well, we live right here. You know where 79th Street at, right?
Yes, everybody know where 79th Street at.
And sister, on 79th Street, it's almost down there, not where the KFC is, not down there, not where Foxy Lady is, not down there.
Not towards I-95, not by.
It's kind of like a one-way, like if you on the backside, it's a one-way street, you go this way. Well, anyway, it's some duplexes back there, and they live back there in them duplexes or whatever. But they wasn't living back there. They was
doing their thing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They were serving out of there. Okay, so I'm over here, whatever. I walk to the house because they told me where it was, whatever. I walked to the house. It was a lady sitting outside. I guess she was the next door neighbor or their mom. I ended up being the person, mama, girl. I found out about this shit. I was like, girl, this shit is crazy. Girl, I open the gate. I walk in the yard or whatever. Girl, they pulls up, they park. And I'm looking at the bars on the window, the bars on the door. And I'm talking to myself and I'm asking myself, like, bitch, do you really want to go in here and see what this is about? But girl, it was like $300. Girl, I had that made a cute little piece of change. That was going to top me off, girl. That was going to be my $1,000 for the night. So, bitch,
I'm going to make it work.
Sister, I get in there and I go in the house. I walk in there and I immediately know that this is the trap house. Like, this is where they sell dope out of here. They sell dope out of here because it wasn't even set up like, girl, a living space. This is where they sell dope. So I went in there, girl. It had like the milk crates on the ground. They had a sofa over there, girl. Like, girl, it was just whatever. They take me to the back of the room back there, girl. It's a mattress laying on the floor, girl. It was a chair sitting over there. I never could forget this mattress laying there on the middle of the floor, girl. And she was just like, telling me, take off my clothes. And I was like, well, girl,
dinero. Yo quiero pinga. Dinero.
Give me that.
Dame dinero.
I told her in English, whatever happens, please don't you get over here and make my dick go soft.
And what did she do?
She said, okay, I understand. I get it, whatever. So the craziness to me, I'm going to sum it up a little bit, is that he was asking her instructions. Like, he was asking her for instruction. And it was very much, can I do this? Can I do that? Can I? And she was giving him like permission. Like, yes, you can take her clothes off, or yes, you can, yes, or whatever. Baby, when I pulled them panties down, see, I was a skinny girl then. Baby, when I pulled them panties off, baby, and that motherfucking anacondas was right, bitch, because I done gained weight, so I got a little belly do. The dick hang up, the belly hang over the more than the dick do. But bitch, sister, it was right, bitch, because he was right. So he was fine. So that them panties came out, that motherfucking thing said, whoop, and he was like, oh.
You love that.
His excitement was oh.
Bingo negro.
Listen, and her excitement too was oh.
Whoa.
Like, girl, oh dear God in heaven. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, oh my dear God in heaven. Like, girl, because she was over there. She got her legs wide open, rubbing in her pussy. And girl, she's telling him that he can fuck me. Because he was like, can I fuck her? I was like, girl. I'm like, girl, you ain't asking. Girl, you not asking me. You asking me. Why you not asking me? Can you fuck me? You asking her.
Why she not asking you for the blessing?
You asking her about me. So anyway, I laid down. I mean, I got on my knees, girl. I put the rubber on, girl. You know what I'm saying? And earring just keep falling off. So, girl, I put the rubber on, girl. He started, he had a little grease or whatever. He ate my little pussy and everything. She telling him he could do it. Girl, he just went to wear me out, girl. I was like, oh, and I enjoyed it because he was so fine. Like, he was so fine. It was just a man on me, and he was fine.
It's God.
Here, you guys, is when things got very awkward. He told me that he said he was doing it with his hand gestures for me to turn over.
Okay.
So that I could lay on my back. So why you not asking me? Can you fuck me? You asking her.
Why she not asking you for the blessing?
You asking her about me. So anyway, I laid down. I mean, I got on my knees, girl. I put the rubber on, girl. You know what I'm saying? And earring just keep falling off. So, girl, I put the rubber on, girl. He started, he had a little grease or whatever. He ate my little pussy and everything. She telling him he could do it. Girl, he just went to wear me out, girl. I was like, oh, and I enjoyed it because he was so fine. Like, he was so fine. It was just a man on me, and he was fine.
It's God.
Here, you guys, is when things got very awkward. He told me that he said he was doing it with his hand gestures for me to turn over.
Okay.
So that I could lay on my back, so that he could watch my meats do like this. Okay. Flop, And so she told him to, that it was okay that he could do that. So when I laid down like this and put my leg back, girl, or whatever, he's sucking my titties. Like, I mean, he's really having, like, I'm not even there, to be honest with you. This is the way I felt. I felt like that I was not even a part of this. Like that, she was talking to him in Spanish. They were talking in Spanish, and girl, she was instructing him. He was getting permission from her, and she was instructing him what he can and what he can't do. Girl, this man is fucking me. Blah 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 blah. She over there got her hand on her coochie, whatever. So whatever he said, she got off of the chair where she was, and she laid next to me on the mattress. I was like, oh my God. My brain was like, oh my God. This girl is finna mount me. I was saying to myself, like, she's going to mount me. She's getting ready to roll over here and get on me. I was like, I want to close my legs. Like, So she was laying next to me. He just gone. He having this thing, this whole. I've been really enjoying myself because this man was terrorizing my pussy, girl. You know how when the man is on top of you, terrorizing you.
Yes.
So, girl, I guess he told her that he was getting ready to come.
What happened to
girl? She laid flat, and I guess she told him that was for her. It was not for me. I couldn't have any of that. like I couldn't have any of the semen on me, in my face. That was hers. So when he was getting ready to come, he pulled himself out of the girl. He pulled the rubber off girl, and he came on her, in her face, and all of these things. And then he commenced to put his penis in her and start fucking her. I'm laying here like,
should I leave? Should I leave? Do I leave? Like, am I interrupting anything? What's going on?
So, and then he came again, and then I laid there and looked, and she told me, and these were her words: "This is my husband."
Okay, sis, you and your husband came looking for me. Y'all came looking for me. I didn't recruit y'all. So what was your response when she said that?
I didn't know what the fuck was going. It just started happening, and then it was just like, this is my husband. This is my husband, bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to let me know that
that you did what you had to do. Now you can leave.
Like, all the rest of this is mine. His assets, the raw dick, because I didn't get no raw dick. The assets, the raw dick, everything else, girl. This is as far as you go. And I was like, well, and in that situation, I learned how valuable she saw me and how valuable she saw herself. You get what I'm saying? Like, I saw that I saw that she allowed him to have whatever fantasy it was, but the reality of the situation, I run all this shit.
Yeah. This is where your train stops. This is your stop right here.
And so I just was like, okay. And I felt it was a crazy feeling for me. Like, after I pulled myself together, girl. Like, because I actually just laid there to see what the fuck was going on, girl.
I mean, so what, did you just collect your coins and leave? Like, what?
Oh, my coins was collected. I had done already stuffed that up under my wig, girl. So I just was still like, you know.
When your wig was also your wallet.
It was just like, and that's one of my entanglement stories, like one of them. But it was so weird. I walked back, I left out of the place. It was so weird for me, like, because the sun was coming up, girl, and I was walking back down the street. It just was weird. It was just weird. It was just weird. It was a weird thing. Like, but it just made me start thinking, you know, how much control she had and how much control he didn't.
Nope. She controlled the entire situation. Like, listen, okay, you wanna do your little thing. You gonna do your little thing under my watch.
You need to say clearly what happened.
As far as what?
You and I decided we were going to take our space, and what happened?
Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with August. That's what I said.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship?
Yes, it was a relationship. Absolutely. I was in a lot of pain, and I was very broken. Now, in the process of that relationship, I definitely realized that you can't find happiness outside of yourself.
Mm-hmm. You coming to the red table. So I'm in the Jada position right now. So, you know, you during that time launched into an interaction with August. What do you feel like you were looking for?
I just wanted to feel good. It had been so long since I felt good.
Will and Jada ain't never gonna get a divorce, y'all.
You don't think so?
Hell no. Hell no. that brand, like especially like now that you got Jada, whose brand is almost where Will's is, probably not almost, because Will is a multi-billion-dollar brand. But now you got Jada, who popped out of nowhere with this Red Table Talk. We hadn't really seen Jada for years. Jada used to be on Hawthorne. She used to be in movies. Like, she stopped doing that. You know what I mean? Then like Girls Trip was a resurgence. Then she came out with Red Table Talk. Like, and Red Table Talk is a continuation of Will's brand. Like, we got to be serious about that. How many episodes has it been with her and Will talking about their marriage is the backdrop to Red Table Talk. They're not gonna get divorced. Like, they're never gonna get divorced, ever.
So basically, it's just kind of like the king and the queen of England. They're just the figureheads. They don't even sleep in the same bed.
Jada was getting her pussy boxed in by a nigga whose dick got its own zip code, Maddie. Have you seen his dick?
Okay, of a man make another man a cuckold by having a sexual relationship with his wife. Cuckold. Now, if somebody goes on the internet, in the porn internet right now, and you put in the cuckolds, you will definitely see. A cuckold is the husband of an adulterous wife. In evolutionary biology, the term is also applied to males who are unwittingly investing parental effort in offspring that are not genetically their own. Unlike the traditional, this is cuckoldry as a fetish. Unlike the traditional definition of the term, in fetish usage, a cuckold or wife watching.
This is
You are a wife watching is complicit in their partner's sexual infidelity. The wife who enjoys cuckolding her husband is called a cuckoldress. If the man is more submissive, if a couple can keep the fantasy in the bedroom or come to an agreement where being cuckolded in reality does not damage the relationship, they may try it out in reality. However, the primary proponent of the fantasy is almost always the one being humiliated or the cuckold. The cuckold convinces his lover to participate in the fantasy for them, though other cuckolds may prefer their lover to initiate the situation instead. The fetish fantasy does not work at all if the cuckold is being humiliated against their will. Psychology regards cuckold fetishism as a variant of masochism, the cuckold deriving pleasure from being humiliated. In Freudian analysis, cuckold fetishism is the eroticization of the fears of infidelity and of failure in the man's competition for procreation and the affection.
just a lot going on in this definition.
In the affection of females. Did she not say she ain't failed?
Yep.
I want to go back to this line. Psychology regards cuckold fetishism as a variant of masochism, the cuckold deriving pleasure from being humiliated. In Freudian analysis, cuckold fetishism is the eroticization of the fears of infidelity and failure in the man's competition for procreation and the affection of females. I'm going to tell you so that when you Google this,
but you feel like this describes Jada's position, basically.
She made a cuckold of her husband. She made a cuckold of her husband. Unlike the traditional definition of the term, in fetish usage, a cuckold or wife watching is complicit in their partner's sexual infidelity, the wife who enjoys cuckolding her husband is called a cuckoldress. Guys, if you just enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube. Or if you're already here, click that bell up there, one of them, and subscribe so that you don't miss this or any other excellent content that I have for you. Don't meet me here, beat me here. Ciao.